This is how I keep track of my plants. Once I sow the seeds, and once they become tiny little seedlings, and then I transfer them into cups, I can keep track of them and label each cup as to what the flower will be. Therefore, before it flowers, I know what color it's going to be and what type of plant it's going to be, so that I can put it in the appropriate spot in the garden. You can see that 6 is missing from this group. 6 will be saved for my nasturtium seeds, which I won't plant for a couple more weeks. So in preparation to start the seeds, I take a jug, fill it with very warm tap water, have it set aside. I open my first container that will house my first batch. This is actually number 9, and number 9 is going to be the giant violet queen zinnia. To prepare, we will fill the bottom of the container with an amount of water, so as not to float them too much, but to let them start expanding as they absorb water. Meanwhile, while that's taking place, we can open the first pack of seeds. A zinnia seed. If you can see that. Not very good lighting. Sorry. Get you back in here. Time to add some more, as these have all absorbed all the water that is in there. Now you can see that they are starting to expand. Try to get you in closer here. Bear with me while I work on my new camera. Oh, not my new camera, my new video skills. Focus, there we go. You can see that these are expanding as they absorb the water. You know when you've reached the capacity of the expandability of these, is they will no longer absorb water, and the water will pool in the bottom if you've gone too far, if that happens. Probably gone too far at that point. So let them finish absorbing. Now my method for preparing the expanded saturated pellets is to take I'm using an electrical probe from a multimeter. You can use any sharp instrument you want, and you just pry open the material that surrounds the pellet material, the peat. So that you have access now to the peat. You can see there is a pit in the middle where you can deposit your seeds. I put 3 seeds into each peat pellet. Or 4. Sprinkle them down. As you can see, in the case of zinnias, you get plenty of seeds in each packet for later down the road when these are out, and you can plant some more. So there, the seeds are sown, but they are not yet prepared. So I'll take and I'll kind of cover them up with about 1/8 inch of the peat so that you don't see any seed exposed at all. I usually have rubber gloves on doing this so that it's neater. I don't have any at the moment, but I wanted to get these started. You now have 1 dozen giant violet queen zinnia seeds sown and ready to sit in their little tiny greenhouses underneath the grow lights, where they should germinate and sprout within the next few days. There it is. You can already see that it's getting condensation from the warmth of the water that is in there. And we're going to do the rest of these, but I won't bore you with the details. Okay, there you have it. There are all of my little trays ready to sprout, 8 of them, all zinnias at this point. I hope to come back in a couple of days, 3 or 4 maybe, and we shall see some green sprouts. But before I go, I'm going to describe my lighting system to you. I will take the camera off for that. I'll be right back. We're back. Here is my lighting system on one side of the room. Let's see if we can do this and get it all in. As you can see, there are 3 48-inch lights, and over here on the side for future use will be 2 24-inch lights. I have an identical table set up behind me. It's not cleaned up right now. It's kind of messy, so I won't show it to you. But I duplicate this system behind me, so I have a total of 6 48-inch lights and 4 24-inch lights. For when these plants start getting big, I can raise these lights up to appropriately 2 to 3 inches above the top leaf of each plant. And these lights that I use are the brand name Jumpstart. They are an ultraviolet that is full spectrum. It mimics the sunlight. It's very healthy for the plants. They like it. They'll grow, and you'll see. And in a few days, we will come back, and hopefully these guys will have some green in them. Until then, signing out.